Are you in favor of euthanasia?
I'm in favor, because I think it is expensive to keep people alive when there is no cure for their illness. Euthanasia would release precious resources to treat people who could live.
I'm pro-life. I want to live as long as I possibly can, but I'll also believe the law should be changed to let anyone with some severe medical condition, which is causing unbearable pain, to have an assisted suicide. I wouldn't want to be unnecessarily kept alive against my own will.
I am in favor of euthanasia because we are able to choose all kinds of things in life, from who we marry to what kind of work we do, and I think when it comes to the end of one's life, whether you have a terminal illness or whether you're elderly, you should have a choice about what happens to you.
I'm against it. In countries that have legalized suicide, most patients request the lethal drugs not due to pain, but due to concerns like loss of dignity and becoming a burden on others. The solution is to care for people, in ways that assure them that they have dignity, and it is a privilege, not a burden, to care for them as long as they live.
Yes, I am in favor of euthanasia. I am in favor of legalizing physician-assisted dying for terminally ill patients whose suffering cannot be relieved in any other way.
Well, I think that when healing is no longer possible, when death is imminent and patients find their suffering unbearable, then the physician's role should shift from healing to relieving suffering, according to the patient's wishes.
I think euthanasia is incompatible with the physician's role as healer, and it would be difficult or impossible to control, posing serious risks to society. For me, permitting physicians to engage in assisted suicide would cause more harm than good.
I am against euthanasia because alternative treatments are available. Nearly all pain can be relieved, and even with suffering, there is always hope. Furthermore, euthanasia may inhibit the development of new healing methods.
The pro-euthanasia will often present the view that helping someone to end their life is the most loving and compassionate thing to do. But surely the most compassionate thing to do is to care for a person at the end of their life and to show them that their life has tremendous value regardless of age or abilities.
I am against it, because changing the law to allow euthanasia or assisted suicide will inevitably put pressure on vulnerable people to end their lives for fear of being a financial, emotional, or care burden upon others. This would especially affect people who are disabled, elderly, sick, or depressed.
I am in favor of euthanasia, because I believe that dying in a painless way, in cases of extreme suffering, at a stage of terminal illness, also means a dignified death. Also, I think that every person should have the right to decide what he does with his life, especially when there is no prospect of healing.
I am against euthanasia, because no one has the right to take a person's life. There is no reason to justify this act. God gives us life, and only He can take it, at the right time.